Afternoon, chaps. Good day. So I'd give this a react whilst I'm working. I can't show you what's going on right here, but it does involve these paint brushes and a lot of paint and a lot of detail and something custom. I think you all know what it is, but I can't show you. Well, the event will be going live shortly, as you can see here, 6 minutes time. When it does go live, of course, we'll make that full screen and you won't see that nonsense chat. I'll see what they've got to talk about. Obviously, they've got quite a few things going on, so if I just remove this from the screen here and remove me for a second, actually, we'll just make me small. So as you can see there, Outriders, Tomb Raider, new game from the Montreal studio, Just Cause Mobile, War Wonderland, and other games, among many other things. Avengers, of course, as well. See what else they're doing for that. See if they can revive that game after its abysmal launch. How's it going, Vin? How's it going, Pat? How's it going, Marion? And the other many people. Well, it's the 25th anniversary, so it might be unveiling of a new Tomb Raider. It might be Shadow of the Tomb Raider getting a next-gen patch. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Just waiting for several layers of paint to dry on here before I can continue and redo the line work and put more detail in, and hoping to have this project finished, well, at least the paint work of the project finished today, and then I can get the LEDs sorted on the project. I'd imagine the show is probably going to be around about an hour, maybe a little bit less. If it's Square Enix, of course, it's first party IP, so I can imagine maybe it's about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We'll see how much they talk about and what they go on with. I don't know whether or not it's an English stream or a Japanese stream. I think I've seen somebody mentioning that they were hosting kind of an English presenter. So as opposed to in Japanese for a change with subtitles, we might have an English stream. So we shall see. Of course, we're all hoping for more information on Final Fantasy and the future of Final Fantasy and things like that. But I'm not sure whether or not we'll get that on this stream. We'll have to wait and see. We can hope, Vin. We can hope. It depends. I think if Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Game Pass, for instance, I don't think it'll be the new shiny version that goes to Game Pass. I think it'll just be the standard Final Fantasy VII Remake. The new one, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, which is coming out in a few months for PlayStation 5. The Yuffie expansion and the upgrade, of course, is only on PlayStation 5. The Yuffie expansion you can't get on PlayStation 4 as a separate DLC. So I'm expecting, much like Control, where they didn't put the Ultimate Edition into Game Pass, we'll get the standard Final Fantasy VII Remake at some point into Game Pass, and they'll sell Intergrade separately, probably for $70, probably for us £60. What you're hoping to see from Square? I've got a lot of IPs. Then I'm the same. At the moment, there's not much on PlayStation 5 that I want. Ratchet and Clank's the one that was going to make me get the console. Some of the upgrades to games I've already got will be nice. Marion, there may or may not be any event on March 26th. I have to wait for official announcement, unless there has been and I've missed it. Three years of Sea of Thieves and 20 million players. Extraordinary. Some big news, that one. Didn't see that happen. 20 million players. Just waiting for the stream to start and then I can enlarge this picture. I just hope they don't have a countdown when they start. Otherwise we'll be sitting here for a little while longer yet. Oh, great. I wish to proceed. Right, here we go. Let's see what they show off. Various platforms. Ooh.
This planet was supposed to be a fresh start. Instead, we live in fear. The anomaly storms have forced us underground.
What is
running
this?
from a planet that considers us prey.
So this is interesting. What on earth is this?
Mankind might be on the back foot, but we push forward.
Is this Outriders? Is this just an Outriders video?
We don't run. We are Outriders.
Oh, it is. Is this just an Outriders video? Yep, just Outriders. Well, this is an interesting trailer. Just a launch trailer. Yep, launch trailer. Straight into Game Pass.
Welcome to the show. We have a lot in store for you today. Updates on some of our most anticipated titles, new game announcements, and the world premiere of a new entry in one of our award-winning franchises. Be sure you stay tuned until the very end to get all of today's updates. This is Square Enix Presents. Now let's pick up with more on Outriders.
Much easier.
I could smell the storm in your blood. Your stink of Enoch. That's true.
Everyone looking forward to Outriders on April 1st.
I should play.
Seeing as it's a squad game, we can get a few people together, play through it. What?
Outriders, a co-op RPG shooter set in a dark, original sci-fi universe. Created by People Can Fly. Previously part of the Epic Games Group, the studio is renowned for developing world-class shooters like Bulletstorm and the Gears of War series.
This can't be happening! You people are insane! All of this is fucking insane! Oh, yeah, it is!
Humankind is bleeding out in the trenches of Enoch, a once beautiful planet ravaged by a mysterious anomaly, hyper-evolving its flora and fauna to purge the virus that is humanity. In other words, you. Now, Enoch is hell off Earth. Leading the colonization advance party, the Outriders are devastated by an early storm. While most of the unit is wiped out, you not only survive, but are left...
Is volume okay? Do you want to turn that up a little bit?
Now, with control over time, space, and matter, the Outriders have gained access to devastating anomaly energies. Demigods strolling through the battlefield, the tables have most definitely...
Marion, it reminds me more of Bulletstorm, to be fair.
Flowing through their veins, Outriders have split off into
which again was an kind of an offshoot of a Gears game.
Skill tree that, while freely respectable, demands hard choices be made. If you prefer a devious hit-and-run approach, the Trickster's manipulation of time and space will be to your tastes. Deadly up close, the Trickster will annihilate enemies with spectacular powers, such as the temporal slice.
So I can hear it.
Or, if death from a distance is more your thing, the
Well, that's a bit better.
Technomancer combines the anomaly's powers with technology. Place deadly turrets or release climate-altering area effect weapons to take down your foe. The Devastator class is a tank in human form. A
that's what I'll be.
sledgehammer,
Devastator.
difficult to kill and dangerous to be near. The Devastator's control of gravity allows for brutal attacks, such as the Impale ability or Gravity Jump. Finally, there's the Pyromancer, a medium-range class equipped to take out multiple targets at once.
Yeah, I intentionally didn't play much of the demo because I hate.
But you can leech
Sounds
energy
stupid,
from
but I hate
crowds of
kind of
enemies,
playing too much
or
before game
detonate
releases.
thermal bombs to
I want
tear
to try
their
and just
flesh
experience
apart.
things as and when. So I already had a pre-order, but with it going in Game Pass, I'd
Confidence is
obviously
everything.
cancel that now.
Battlegrounds of
And
Enoch.
if I still love it
Each
afterwards,
class has its
and
own
when
spin
before it
on a
jumps out of
healing
Game Pass,
mechanic
I'll
that
purchase it.
rewards health for performing certain actions that reinforce the class's playstyle.
But yeah, it's very much
So get out of cover,
Gears /
throw yourself
Bulletstorm.
headfirst into the fray, and think aggressive. The Outriders' journey will take them beyond humanity's furthest exploration of Enoch.
I think this will
They
do
fight to discover the
better
source
than
of a
Avengers did.
mysterious signal. From the snow-capped heights of Eagle Peaks to dense jungles and arid deserts,
But we'll see what
deadly
they've got in
enemies
store for
have adapted
Avengers.
to their environment await. There's plenty to discover off the beaten path too.
I still think we'll probably end up getting
Outriders
Avengers in
is
Game
rich
Pass,
with side quests
just to
and
try and get the
additional
numbers back
story.
up, the player
Maybe
numbers,
pulled into a
because the
search
player numbers on
investigation.
Avengers are really low.
Drawn in to investigate a menacing cult, or asked to track and kill hyper-evolved creatures in the wild. Each quest allows you to scavenge for new gear and weapons, to wear or trade with the duplicitous street vendors of humanity's new settlements, or NPCs in your own convoy. And then, of course, there's armor and weapon mods, which allow you to further tweak your gear with modifiers that can have a dramatic effect on how your abilities play out in combat.
See, all the mods and things like that remind us very much of the Gears mods and all their weapon skins, because their weapon skins are wild.
Begins to become evident.
But then again, they've also got these funky guns that you'd get in Destiny.
Expect to survive the game's post-campaign content. Expeditions. With a level threshold to take part, Expeditions is only for the hardiest of Outriders, pitting you against the most lethal adversaries Enoch has to offer. Considered a suicide mission by most, your journey through the hellscape of Enoch is made possible thanks to the Outriders Convoy, a mobile hub which moves through the world, which can be customized with body kits, paint jobs, and, the skulls of fallen enemies. Trophies from battle aren't worth much if they can't be shown off. Your convoy will accompany you as you join a friend's game in co-op, where your achievements can get the eyeballs they deserve. This is all just the tip of the iceberg. As the Outriders travel further beyond humanity's reaches, the strange, horrific truths of Enoch begin to reveal themselves.
What, on Avengers you feel limited? Or Outriders?
Lara Croft, the iconic female
Oh,
action
here we
hero,
go.
burst onto the video game
What they're
scene
doing with Tomb
25
Raider,
years ago.
how they're
Guns
celebrating her
blazing and
25th
pickaxe in
anniversary.
hand, she continues to inspire new generations today.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raider, and we are so excited to celebrate alongside fans throughout 2021. Over
If
the
people
years,
haven't
Lara has
played,
uncovered lost tombs, solved ingenious puzzles, survived
Shadow of the
treacherous
Tomb
threats,
Raider
and
or
saved the world
and Rise of the
many
Tomb
times
Raider or any
over.
of the newer ones,
She's also become
I
a
definitely
pop culture
recommend them. They're
icon who's
absolutely
inspired
beautiful
countless
games
fans
and
around the world to
great
embrace their
little
adventurous side
stories,
and to just
great
keep moving
action,
through challenging times.
great
We have
traversal.
some exciting partnership news to celebrate Lara's 25th, including the recent reveal of a Tomb Raider anime series in collaboration with Netflix and Legendary Television, and talent updates for the next big screen installment of Tomb Raider featuring Alicia Vikander. Lara's also all over the gaming space, and we're working with talented teams on crossovers for Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint and War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Weta's The Lost Valley statue is also progressing extremely well, and we can't wait to share the final paint with you in the coming months. And we're thrilled to announce that a Tomb Raider cookbook is coming later this year from Insight Editions, which will allow fans to bring recipes from Lara's global adventures back home. We're also announcing today a new digital bundle that will give the world a chance to play Lara's reboot adventure in its entirety. The Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy follows Lara's origin from a survivor to the modern-day Tomb Raider. We've only just kicked off Lara's 25-year festivities, so keep an eye on our social channels for more nostalgic content, fan celebrations, and exciting surprises throughout the year.
If I don't survive, none of us will.
So they're putting it all into a trilogy.
I've come so far. I'm not turning back.
Get ready!
What would you do?
Tell us they're getting next-gen enhancements.
And on our way out, we have one last surprise. You've seen that Lara Croft has now arrived in Fortnite, but that's not the end of our epic collaboration.
I don't
Croft
care
Manor
about
is coming to
Fortnite.
Fortnite Creative as a playable adventure on March 23rd. Alliance Studios has been hard at work on the hub, and we can't wait for you to play it next week. Be sure to check out Fortnite Creative and Fortnite.com on March 23rd to learn more.
Is that it? Fortnite.
When you're on the go, you don't lose your passion for gaming. So we're bringing some of our most popular characters and brands to mobile. Here's a look.
This is Just Cause Mobile. Fork knife, yeah. Of course it looks nothing like this. And then this is the actual game, and it's a top-down real-time strategy game. You load the loot boxes.
Greetings, 426. This is a unique opportunity. You've large shoes to fill. To succeed, You will need to work together and strike from the shadows. Proceed at your discretion. Good luck.
Hitman Sniper for mobile.
The lights all out in the night. I stand by your side, 'cause I see the light in your eyes. I feel the fire, fire. I feel the fire, fire. It's burning inside of me. I feel the fire, fire. It's burning inside, it's burning inside.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, we'll trying to obviously line up with quite a few more of the developers and things like that
Your
from
eyes weren't playing tricks on
Xbox
you.
and other
Square
studios.
Enix
It obviously
Montreal
takes a bit of
and Taito
work,
are
but
collaborating on
appreciate
a
the kind
new
words.
vision for the Space Invaders brand, with an upcoming mobile game built on innovative AR technology. And now let's take a look at a few more delightful games from Taito.
挟まる食口論より証拠発想から即行動活発でくだらないどうかカッパと発音してください誰が言ったか自称か通称谷カッパ
What is this?
それならシリコ玉が冷えてる休館バ高めた精度に伴い上がる完成度マットサイエンティスト鑑定度幻想郷
Yeah, Uncle Phil would be absolutely awesome. And getting him on's a struggle at best. Even the big shows don't get him on yet. But we'll certainly try. We'll certainly keep plugging away, see who we can get on. Right, can we... PlayStation 4. Answer it. Okay, that wasn't mobile. Bubble Bobble. Really?
Let's shift our attention to Marvel's Avengers. We've come a long way since launch, and today, Earth's mightiest heroes are launching on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and the team's roster is growing.
Let's see what else.
Avengers, you finally arrived.
Bruce?
It's only the Maestro now. Breathe in the desolation that surrounds you, Barton. I will save you from it all.
I think improved character models would be one of the first things I'd do for Marvel's Avengers. And if a higher resolution texture as you want. You didn't miss anything, Mick. Absolutely zero. They've just done a little bit of mobile gameplay, a bit of Outriders. That's about it.
Check out this extended gameplay from Operation Hawkeye, Future
Like I say,
Imperfect.
I'd improve character models of that straight away.
Long time.
Because none of these characters actually look like anybody from Marvel. They just look like generic people wearing Avengers outfits.
What? No. What makes you say that?
They said they were movers.
I don't know.
Linton Francis Barton. What great timing.
Do I know you?
Watchdogs. Ames hired guns.
Surrender quietly or die noisily.
Unless Square paid for the rights to
This goon's
make an Avengers game, but not the rights for the likeness for each of the characters, which of course would cost a fair bit. Yeah, it looks like the same character model, doesn't it?
That won't feel good in the morning.
We've established a direct connection to the future time breach. I've made the necessary modifications.
So, what's your plan?
I left Fury in the future when I jumped back to the time breach. If he's alive, I'm getting him out. Then we can use this Project Omega intel to stop the end of the world.
Fair enough. Let's find him. Got eyes on the mercenaries.
Knocking loose, Kate. Knocking loose.
I can understand potentially making this game into like an RPG where you get better levels, and with better levels you get more equipment or unlock more equipment. And can occasionally have like hidden items you can find, but not a complete looter shooter. Like a Destiny-esque Avengers, that doesn't really make much sense unless you've got a free roam where you can just go anywhere and do anything. Then the problem with Scalebound is that although the game as a concept was great, the only reason it got cancelled was because there was a literal technical foundation issue with the game, in the way that it was built, where they couldn't get the game running stable or at a high enough quality to be able to release. And they gave them a lot of time and a lot of money
Did you think the Supreme Leader
to get that game up to scratch.
You shouldn't be here.
And unfortunately,
And soon you won't be.
that game
Taskmaster
wasn't running in a well enough state to be able to continue development. Whether or not they rehashed that for Series X, I don't know. It may have been something to do with their internal engine. Whether or not it was technical limitations.
Come on, you're leaving already?
You know, the studio head of the team that wanted to create it really wants to get back in touch with Xbox and make the game happen, because he still wants it to happen. One day maybe, if somebody else doesn't take it first.
And now, let's take a glimpse into some upcoming content.
Dr. Rappaccini, I read your proposal, and I must admit, I'm disappointed.
What's this?
You have the men. You have the tech. All you need now is me. Full-scale invasion. So, you get me the army. I'll get you the vibranium. Sincerely, Claw.
Well, okay, so they're putting Black Panther in the game.
In this next game, you will take center stage
Balan
to restore
Wonderland,
balance
yes,
and
some
happiness
madness.
in a magical world.
If anybody wants to have an acid trip. Just watch this video.
Is waiting for a hero. Or two. Because the best way to save the day is together.
Now it's time to start our chapter. No need to be afraid, 'cause this life is a journey.
Combine your powers. Face your fears. Find your balance. True happiness is an adventure. Balan Wonderworld.
Next up, the world premiere of the next major Life is Strange game.
New Life of Strange game. I know a lot of people like them. Not quite my cup of tea, but
When I moved to Haven
they've done
Springs,
well.
I hadn't seen my brother Gabe in years.
So good to see you again. Welcome to Haven.
This place is pretty sweet.
I'm glad you two met. Is this dude my best friend?
And this dude hands me the best beers.
Alex, right? I'm Steph. I didn't realize
That we all knew you were coming.
for the first time in years.
Well, what do you think?
I love it. I really let myself believe.
Welcome home.
I don't know what to believe now.
I agree, Yorkshireman,
except
it was a
Gabe
weird
is
game.
dead.
This one's for you, Gabe.
Hearing everyone talk about my brother, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that.
What happened to Gabe was a senseless, tragic accident.
It wasn't an accident.
Son, now is not the time.
Alex, are you okay?
No, they're definitely hiding something. What happened here?
Haven's a community. We help each other.
Alex, be careful.
There's something you should know about me. I know what other people are feeling. I can see these auras around them. If they're angry or sad or afraid, I feel it too. When I focus, I can even understand why they're feeling it. And if somebody's feeling something big, it infects me and I lose control. I've never told anyone. But now I can find out what's really going on.
You'll need help.
I've got your back.
Welcome to the world premiere of the next major game in the Life is Strange series, developed by Deck 9 Games. I'm Maya, also known as MXM Toon, and I'm a musician and a huge Life is Strange fan. So I'm super excited to be your host for today's show. If you're not familiar with the games, Life is Strange is a series of standalone adventures that explore dramatic, emotional stories about regular people, but with a stunning twist of the supernatural. Life is Strange True Colors features a brand new cast, power, and story, so it's the perfect place to jump in if you're new to the series. Now, let's throw the spotlight over to Deck 9 Games director Zach Garris and Erica Mori, the actor behind our brand new lead, Alex Chen, for more.
Life is Strange True Colors is a game we at Deck 9 have been working on since 2017. It has been a real labor of love for us. We are so delighted to share it with you today. At its heart, this is a game about empathy, about how we connect to each other. The story is driven by a complex mystery with supernatural elements, all brought to life by an incredible cast, led by our new player character, Alex, played by Erica Mori.
What I love most about Alex is she's this smart, resilient young woman who, at the start of the game, has already weathered a really difficult life in the foster care system. But she still has this hope for the future, that somewhere she can find a place to call home.
At the invitation of her brother,
Anybody
Alex
in
travels
chat
to the
fans of
town
Life
of
is
Haven
Strange?
Springs.
Does this tickle
It's a
anyone's
fresh
whistle?
start, framed against the beautiful mountain vistas, sprawling lakes, and colorful architecture, a setting that embodies the promise of every small town across America.
It's her chance to start over, in a place where she can rebuild her relationship with Gabe after 8 years apart.
Alex! Oh, what's the protocol for reuniting with your long-lost sister after 8 years?
In Life is Strange True Colors, Alex's power, or curse, as she calls it at the start of the game, is an unparalleled empathic ability, the psychic power of empathy. It allows her to experience the emotions of other characters around her, but it's also a volatile power that can bleed into and take over her own emotions if she's not careful.
This power is a key part of the game and very much under your control. And there are plenty of opportunities to use your power as you freely explore the streets and spaces of Haven Springs.
On her very first day in Haven Springs, Alex meets our cast, including 2 new friends and potential romantic interests, Brian and Steph, who fans may recognize from Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Nope, I haven't a clue who they are.
Our extensive cast of characters is at the heart of every moment of the game, and for the first time they're rendered using full performance capture technology, captured and animated here in-house at Deck 9.
Making this the most visually advanced entry in the series, and the true next generation of Life is Strange.
Is it only next
In Life
generation?
is
though?
Strange True Colors, the mystery
Are you saying
surrounding
it's the
Gabe's
next
death is what
generation for
ties
Life is
everything
Strange?
together. After Alex's brother dies in what appears to be an accident, Alex
I
quickly
can't imagine a game like
realizes
that
there's a
would need
larger
much
story behind what happened to
hardware
him, and she's
capability to get it
determined to
right.
get to the truth.
No
It
offense to
becomes
Square
clear
or the
that
studio.
only Alex, using her psychic power of empathy, can uncover what really happened.
We can't wait for you to experience Alex's journey. This is your chance to build your own future for her and for the entire town of Haven Springs.
Thanks, guys. And there's one more thing. I'm excited to reveal that I'm providing Alex Chen's in-game singing voice. As a longtime fan of Life is Strange, being even a small part of this universe and of Alex means the absolute world to me. Here's a short clip of Alex feeling uncertain after having a rocky start to her first day in Haven Springs.
When you were here before, look you in the eye. You're dressed like an angel. Your skin makes me cry.
I mean,
You float like a feather in a beautiful world.
yeah, a lot of people have been using mocap for at least the last
I wish I was
10 years.
special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
I mean, you could at least sing your own song,
What the hell am I doing here?
not like Muse or whatever it is.
I don't belong here.
And get on with some actual games, please.
I
something
am
horrible.
so excited for this game, and I hope that you're feeling the exact same way after this first look.
Nope.
And now, the big news that you've been waiting for.
Is
We're
it?
absolutely thrilled to announce that the full game is coming out in September. That's right, the full game. You won't have to wait for the rest of the story. You can binge it all at once, or use the chapter breaks to take a much-needed
Yep, John, I agree. Let's move on.
You can
Radiohead,
pre-order
that's the
Life
one.
is Strange True
I was
Colors
close.
right now on lifeisstrange.com.
I want to wrap up Life is Strange.
There's also one more very special thing we've yet to reveal. We're delighted to announce that Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm return in an all-new remastered collection featuring enhanced visuals and animations.
All of yours for £60. No, the news you wanted was that you were moving on to something other than Life is Strange. Please, without sounding harsh. We understand that it's quite a group of people that love the game, but the group's not that big.
The Life is Strange Remastered Collection will be available as a part
We've got a
of the
much
Life
bigger
is
group of
Strange
people that
True
want to see
Colors
Final
Ultimate
Fantasy.
Edition, and also available standalone
Also
later
another
on
larger group
this
of
year.
people that want to see
And that's
Nier
it for today. Thank you so
Replica.
much for watching, and make sure to keep an eye on the Life is Strange channels for more.
And our final update today comes from the team at Luminous Productions.
Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, Project Athia.
Hey
Okay.
everyone, I'm Ella Valinska. Today, I am super excited to finally announce that I play the lead character Frey in working title Project Athia, a brand new IP from Square Enix and Luminous Productions about a young woman in a beautiful yet
Isn't this
threatening world.
an exclusive for one
The
platform?
development team has been working super hard to create this remarkable journey,
Shouldn't you really
and
be
it's
keeping
been
that for
incredibly exciting to be a part
PlayStation
of
to
it.
un
Frey is a
unveil?
character I immediately connected with when this project was first brought to me, and I've had so much fun working with the team to bring her character to life in performance capture and voice recording sessions. While we're not quite
Yeah,
ready
PS5.
to reveal everything today, we do have a sneak peek at a brand new scene from the game and the final name to share. So please enjoy.
Is it gameplay though?
Hide. Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Is it gone?
Yes, and we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there?
As far as we're aware, it's PlayStation 5 only anyway. Project Athia, at least they announced it. They've changed Project Athia into Forspoken. Is that the name of the game? Yeah, PlayStation, PC.
Thank you for joining us to see what's in store from studios across Square Enix. But there is more to come. Be on the lookout for our next Square Enix Presents this summer.
No, see, we've come so far.
I'll turn this down now because this is the outro. Thoughts, everybody? Thoughts on that stream? It might sound harsh, but I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. 4. They showed games. Was it worth having a live stream for? Nope. Was it something they could have put out in a news blog or some trailers on Twitter? Yep. We've said it before and about other companies, and we'll say it again. PlayStation was the most recent one to do it. If you haven't got anything substantial to show, don't. The last PlayStation stream was exactly the same. They didn't show off anything we didn't already see or know of, and there was no real new information about any of those games, just more trailers of the same stuff we've already seen. Square Enix, don't fall into the same trap of showing off stuff we either know about or you've already showed off, or if it's a little bit of information. For instance, the biggest thing about that stream there was Life is Strange. You could have just shown that to the Life is Strange community. Who would have been happy? That was a pointless stream, unfortunately. Pointless stream. Hopefully we'll have something better to talk about come the end, well, come a week's time. We'll have a bit of news to go at. So everyone in the same ballpark, everyone, maybe a 4. Marion gives it a 3. It's unfortunate they've got a lot of games that they could have showed off there. Could have showed off Nier Replicant, they could have showed off Final Fantasy VII, they could have showed off so many games that they've got under the hat. But judging by the comments on Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, they're only just starting development of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. So we're going to be a long time till we see that. But even with Forspoken, a lot of that was rehashed footage. And even then they just went, eh. And the wait till the end part was just the fact that they give it a name. Forspoken. I mean, that's not going to do very well. They come up with a better name than that. At least Project Octopath ended up as Octopath Traveler. Speaking of which, coming to console for the first time, obviously outside of Switch, next week. It might, but it probably won't be for a little while yet, Vin. And if it does, they'll probably just drop it on Twitter or something, instead of putting it in some news article like this. Yeah, I agree, Yorkshireman. New ad for Outriders was decent, but we're getting it in Game Pass for free, so at least we don't have to pay for it now. And if you do enjoy it once you've played it in Game Pass, and of course before it leaves Game Pass, you can then buy it then. So, bonus. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for joining us for this stream, this reaction of this poor event. Hope you all enjoyed it with me anyway. And I will catch you all next week. See you later, guys.